Today's topic is about ways to reduce expenses. I think that we, as we try to maintain our quality of life or our high life standard, people get more and more into debt. And paying off debt is one of the hardest things to do. Also, being in debt is seen as normal, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be normal to be in debt. So the best way to eliminate debt, the best way to improve your financial situation is obviously to cut expenses, to reduce your expenses. I think not only do people spend too much, but they spend unnecessarily. For example, I know so many people who don't need anything, but when they get paid, they like to browse on Amazon and just buy things. They don't need to buy that particular object, but they buy it just because they have the money in the bank account and they're bored. I think that going food shopping while you're hungry is a big mistake. If you go to the supermarket while you're hungry, you buy up to 20 or 30% more food than if you were to go to the shopping center after just eating a meal.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it's food, so sooner or later you're going to eat it. But yeah, I see what you mean.
Not really, not really. That's the common perception. However, if you buy in bulk, if you buy, big packets of food, you eat even though you're not hungry because it's there. And also, food expires. So you probably throw 10 to 20% of it away. And that's the issue we have, especially as people are working from home. Bringing your credit card with you is another mistake. And also buying things without thinking first. So buying it in the moment just because you feel like buying it in the moment. So what else can you do to curb, to reduce, to stop unnecessary spending?
Well, I believe that you gave me the main the main tips or the best advice in order to reduce the amount of money that you spend. But one thing that I heard in the clip and I found it interesting is just the concept of just abandon your Amazon cart. It's like you browse Amazon and then you uh, find a lot of things that you want to buy and you create your cart, and then it's a good idea to abandon it, to walk away, stay away from the computer and just think about all the things that you are trying to buy. Then the next day, just open again the card and see if you really need those things. I mean, I I found it interesting because it is true. I mean, we are kind of impulsive while wasting or investing our money, and it really worth the effort. Like spending 1 or 2 days before you buy something in order to really see if you need it or not. That's interesting. And yeah, as you said, maybe it's also a good idea to avoid like they call triggers, the things that trigger you. I mean, I guess that being hungry is can be considered as a trigger when you go to a grocery in order to buy it. So yeah, avoid these kind of things. I mean, I'm not such a picky, but yeah, if I go to the media market and this kind of markets, then I'm more prone to buy stupid things because things, and yeah, I can feel like buying all this stuff. So if I'm not going to this kind of markets, it's easy for me not to waste money in these things.
Correct. As well as unnecessary spending, there are quite a few good ways to reduce your expenses as a whole. One, for example, would be to do it yourself. So, instead of paying to get your car washed, you should wash it yourself. Yes. Instead of paying someone to paint your house, do it yourself. And this is a very easy and effective way of reducing your expenses. So normally when you wash your car, when you get work done around your house, do you do it yourself or do you normally pay someone to do it for you?
Well, it depends. I mean, I do wash my car, but if I were to paint in the house, I'm 100% sure that I will hire someone to do it properly. I mean, I don't know. It's not a difficult task, and in many cases, most of the things that you do at home, they are easy tasks.
Mm-hmm.
But they involve a lot of time sometimes and a lot of effort. And in many cases, you also need some kind of specialized gear in order to do it properly. So, I mean, I believe that painting the house is just a perfect example of something that you surely can do at home on your own. But I guess that 80% of the people will hire somebody to do it in a proper way. So yeah, I mean, I can change a light bulb, and I can do many things, but I know if I have to drill something, to attach something to the wall, I can do it on myself, on my own. But I mean, I don't know if I am capable of of uh, creating a piece of furniture to fit perfectly to a wall. No, that's an example.
Of course, I agree. Another way is to literally eat at home. So instead of going to a restaurant every day for lunch, you could make yourself some lunch, put it in a box, and take it to the office with you. How often do you normally eat at restaurants?
Uh, well, now during the pandemic, that I've been working at home, uh, I could say that once or twice a month, not much. I mean, yeah, maybe every weekend. No, no, I believe now that I have a baby, it's even less. Maybe once a month or so.
I know
To
quite a
be
few.
honest, to be honest, I order food many times now that I'm working at home. But it's been a long time since the last time that I went to a restaurant. To be honest, it's weird because my girlfriend really loves to eat in restaurants.
Of course, I know quite a few people who actually eat at a restaurant every single lunchtime, every lunchtime, and it's €10 here, €12 there. But if you think back to how much you've spent the previous month on lunch, then you've probably spent €200 just on lunch, and that's before including breakfast and taking into consideration your dinner. So it's
Yeah,
it's quite expensive. Um, Eliminating unnecessary bills. So there are quite a few people who have Netflix, Amazon, HBO, they have everything. Do they need five or six platforms for watching movies? I don't think so. I think one or two is sufficient. What are you a victim of this? Do you have three or four different platforms?
yeah, I have all of them. I guess I have Amazon Prime, Netflix, HBO. I mean, they are not so expensive. I guess that's
Not one, but if you
uh,
if you if
yeah, that's
you
because we're sharing accounts in a legal way. But yeah, we maybe we are. spending like 20 to 25 euros each month in this kind of subscriptions can be easily. And to be honest, it's almost impossible to uh, to take them off of this platform at the same time. I mean, we are now seeing The Wire in HBO, so we're going to spend like a couple of months seeing only things on HBO. So we we should take into consideration quitting from Netflix this month. I don't know. I don't know. That's true. We're paying for it, and I believe that many people are in the same situation. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly why we're not keep quitting. I mean, it is easy, and you can go back as soon as you want. I don't know.
Exactly.
That's weird.
Just the inconvenience of re-registering, etc. Yes. Um, Bills such as energy bills, turning lights off, using your air conditioning only when you need it. What else? Keeping the heating on at room temperature. These are 3 or 4 different ways of reducing your expenses. Obviously, during the summer months, you need to have your air conditioning on. However, using it wisely is important. How do you manage your energy bills, especially during the colder months and the hotter months? How do you manage your energy bills so you don't get a big surprise at the end of each month?
So to be honest, I don't manage them at all. I mean, yeah, I always try uh, to control the temperature and to close the doors and try to isolate the house as much as I can. But to be honest, I'm not gonna say that I don't care about the bill, but I don't track the the bill. So I really don't know how much I'm spending till they send me the bill. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I try to do my best and try to not waste energy with the heating and with the air conditioning system. But I really don't track the bill. I mean, I really don't know if I'm spending a lot of or I'm spending less than I expect. I know that's about behavior. I mean, yeah, there is the nowadays the price of the energy is at the peak, and
Of course.
I really don't. I'm not gonna say that I don't care, but I didn't take the time to check my bills and check to compare them with the bills of the previous year, for example.
Well, you should. Um, Reducing unnecessary spending is one way, but there are also other ways, such as making your money go further. So, canceling your internet prescription or subscription, sorry, is obviously not doable, especially since we work from home. But you can easily reduce the speed or reduce the data. Yes. So if you have, for example, a 5 megabyte speed internet, you can easily reduce that to 2 or 3 without seeing any negative effects.
Mhm. I,
Um,
I agree with you. To be honest,
uh-huh.
uh, I don't know the speed of my internet connection. I mean, I do know that is the slowest one, the
Mm.
slowest one that O2. I don't know even the company.
Yeah,
Yeah, that O2 offer me, and I really don't care about the speed and the data and all this stuff. I mean,
mm,
many years ago, I used this download downloading applications in order to download a lot of films and programs and stuff. But it's been like 10 to 15 years since the last time I used this platform. I mean,
Of course.
then I really needed fast connection, but nowadays I really don't care about speed. With this connection, I think I'm doing perfectly fine. And Netflix and HBO are working fine, so I guess that it is enough for me.
I agree. Your car you drive, I think that no one is telling you to sell or get rid of your car. However, choosing the most fuel efficient car is quite important, especially considering the petrol prices. So I have a Toyota Corolla. I can fill the tank with 45 euros maybe. However, I know people and they complain quite frequently because they're spending, 90 to 100 euros filling a tank up. And then and depending on where they work and how far they need to travel, they could use a whole tank in a week. What type of car do you have? Is it quite fuel efficient?
Yeah. In fact, I just bought a new car. I bought a hybrid Renault.
Congratulations.
And sorry.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And well, I believe it's quite efficient. But to be honest, I somehow regret having to buy the car. See, the point is that I I was somehow forced to buy a car because now I am returning to the office, and the bad thing is that my girlfriend is also returning to the office, and we have to go to the office the same day, so we cannot share a car. So that's why I had to buy a car, and I did choose a small and efficient car as much efficient as I can pay. Because yeah, I consider buying an electric car and paying for all the installation and all these things, but I mean, it is not cost effective at this point in my situation. I mean, if I'm going only 2 days or one day each week to the office, I mean, it's not cost effective for me paying like 30,000 for a car euros. So yeah, I don't know.
It's true.
Thing is that here, well, I am living in Barajas and it's well connected by metro and cercanías and all the public transport. But the problem is that I have to go to Las Rozas, which is badly, well, it's also good communicated, or well communicated, but yeah, it's almost impossible for me to make a good combination in public transport to go there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I have to buy a car.
Of course. Your comfort is also important. And finally, you did mention that you don't usually check your bills. However, you should, because mistakes and being overcharged is quite a common thing. So just before paying, you should definitely check your bill just to make sure that you're paying the correct price and you're paying for the services that you need. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Excellent. So there we are.